In the 1990s, a Russian conman convinced the FBI he could sell Soviet submarines to drug cartels. Yakov Feinberg claimed he had military connections, nuclear submarines, attack helicopters, all for sale to the highest bidder. Colombian cartels were interested, the FBI was watching. Feinberg used fake passports, set up elaborate meetings, promised weapons that could change the drug war forever. Undercover agents played along for months, but when investigators dug deeper, they discovered the truth. Feinberg had no submarines, no helicopters, no military connections, just an incredible ability to lie. The most elaborate arms deal in Miami history was completely fake. Did you know one of history's largest trafficking rings operated like a legitimate business for 24 years? The Sui Migdal organization trafficked over 30,000 women across 3 countries from 1906 to 1930. They were so sophisticated they built their own cemeteries and synagogues. They had politicians in their pockets. Police looked the other way. For decades they seemed untouchable, but in 1930, one brave woman stepped forward. Her testimony exposed the entire network to international authorities. The massive criminal empire collapsed overnight. One voice brought down 30,000 traffickers. Did you know a bank robber once used police radios to stay ahead of cops for years? Donald Nielsen called himself the Black Panther. In the 1970s, he terrorized England with perfectly timed bank robberies. His secret weapon, a police radio scanner. While cops rushed to crime scenes, Nielsen listened to every word they said. He knew their moves before they made them. Military precision, advanced surveillance, complete control. For years, he was untouchable. But one witness noticed something small, something Nielsen never expected. That tiny observation brought down the most sophisticated bank robber England had ever seen. In 1978, a Bulgarian spy killed a man with an umbrella on a London bridge. Georgy Markov was walking across Waterloo Bridge when he felt a sharp sting in his leg. A stranger with an umbrella had bumped into him, then quickly disappeared into the crowd. Within hours, Markov was dead. Doctors were baffled. No obvious cause of death, no signs of violence. 3 days later, during the autopsy, they found it. A tiny metal pellet, smaller than a pinhead, filled with ricin poison. The umbrella wasn't just an umbrella, it was a sophisticated assassination weapon that fired deadly projectiles. The perfect murder, hidden in plain sight. Did you know a contract killer hid over 100 murders by freezing his victims? Richard Kuklinski looked like any other suburban dad, but he was actually the Iceman, one of the most prolific hitmen in history. For 30 years, he killed for the mob using bizarre methods. He'd freeze bodies for months to confuse investigators about when the murders happened. His family had no idea their loving father was a cold-blooded assassin, until undercover FBI agents caught him on tape describing his gruesome techniques. The perfect family man facade crumbled in one recorded conversation. Did you know America's most wanted fugitive was secretly helping the FBI for decades? Whitey Bulger ran Boston's deadliest crime gang while feeding information to federal agents. The deal was simple. Bulger would rat out rival families. In return, the FBI would look the other way. For 30 years, he used this protection to eliminate competitors and build a criminal empire. Murder, drug trafficking, extortion, all while his FBI handlers covered for him. But when investigators finally dug deeper, they discovered their trusted informant was actually playing them. The hunter had become the hunted. In 1671, a man walked into the Tower of London wearing priest robes, planning the most brazen royal heist in history. Colonel Thomas Blood had spent months studying the crown jewels. He befriended the keeper, gained his trust, even arranged for his son to court the keeper's daughter. When Blood finally struck, his plan was flawless. He knocked out the guard, flattened the crown with a mallet, stuffed it in his coat, but as he tried to escape, the keeper's son returned unexpectedly. Blood was caught red-handed with the crown of England in his pocket. In 1924, 2 wealthy Chicago students thought they could commit the perfect murder. Nathan Leopold and Richard Loeb believed their superior intellects made them untouchable. They spent months planning every detail. Their target, 14-year-old Bobby Franks. They kidnapped him after school, killed him immediately, then demanded ransom from his family to throw off police. They had alibis, fake identities, a foolproof body disposal plan, but investigators found a single pair of eyeglasses near the victim. The prescription was so rare, only 3 people in Chicago owned them. One was Nathan Leopold. The perfect crime, destroyed by perfect vision.